Hey traders, Trading Eddie here with Stocks Planning, and today we're going to go over our watch list for the week of September 27th, 2021. So we'll start at the top of our list. This is our ready patterns list, and we'll start in alphabetical order. We have ACTG. We broke out on Thursday, and we entered on around 7:20 or 7:10 or something like that. And yeah, we're looking here. Looks like we tested the 61 retracement. We're looking for a target of $8 to 33. Ultimate target is 870, which is 100% height of the trading range here. ASTG. I was looking at this cup and handle. It's looking a little bit like we broke the handle here because it started going a little bit too long here. Usually you want the width of the handle to be half the width of the cup, and it looks like this one's starting to get a little bit long. So we'll see what happens to it on Monday. Still testing the 200 moving average here, and it is above the 50 moving average as well. So, but the 50 moving average is below the 200 moving average. So it's some mixing signals here. So it could be forming a base after and trying to break out here again. It's been moving sideways for quite a bit. This one not ready. AUY, it is breaking to the downside. Did break $4 support, so this might be ready for a short on Monday here with a target of 61 to 161 to 178% extended retracement levels on the Fibonacci tool. And this would be a descending triangle pattern here. So CHPT, we do have a position here. We started getting in on a long call. Looks like it does have support down here between $19 and $19.50 here, where we had a bounce here. Then it got tested 1, 2, 3, and this would be the fourth time it gets tested here. So we'll see if it holds, and if it's true. I mean, if it doesn't hold, then we take a small loss, but we are minimizing our risk here for a big potential reward. So CLSK, I'm watching this bullish back pattern here that has been forming here from going back to about a year, almost a year. And this is it's coming down to test PRZ, the potential reversal zone, and I'm looking to see if we start having some bullish signs here. Looks like we did get a bullish divergence here on the MACD, and we do have a bullish divergence here on the RSI. So I'll go ahead and mark this trend line and see if it holds. There we go. Coin is in a bullish currently, and we are coming down to test the PRZ. We are starting to enter it here. So we'll see if we get the whole thing gets tested, the whole zone, or if we just start bouncing, dipping into it and start moving back up. MACD, RSI are still looking pretty bearish here on the daily. The weekly does look a little bit better. We do have a bullish divergence on the RSI, and we'll see if we make a higher low on the MACD, but yeah, this one looks like it might be ready pretty soon. CRSR, we do have this Fibonacci fan support level that's been holding here, bounced off very nicely here, and we are looking to see if we keep holding this. It looks like it is already starting to try to make a higher low here, but don't be surprised if it comes down and tests this level again. Anyways, keep holding that position. This one looks like it was getting ready to break resistance, but it's getting rejected here. So we'll see what happens Monday. IRBA, that's what that was. IRBM, we did have this nice breakout on higher volume here on this breakout right here, and it is coming down to test this breakout support level. So this might be a good time to be getting into this one. IRBM. Especially if we hold this level here, support, it is coming down to test support and the volume is decreasing, which is what we want to see. So we'll see if we get a start bouncing back up here above this 43.14 resistance level or support level. LUMN, I am looking at this one on the weekly chart. We did break out below this long downtrend channel here, and looks like we're making a higher low here. I want to see if we can break. This is a weekly time frame, by the way. I want to see if we break above this 200 moving average before I start taking a position on it. So, but definitely a very nice breakout here, and so we'll see if we can hold it and actually start moving back up, or if it's just going to trade sideways before coming back down and keeps going under. That's why I really want to see this move above its 200 moving average. That would be a very bullish signal. So MLCO, we did have this pattern here. We do have this pattern here that I've been watching. I believe this was a let's see. This is going to be a bullish crab on this one. We are testing the PRZ, but it looks like we might be breaking it here below. And it is a Chinese stock, so I'm a little wary about it. So we'll keep this one in the back end. Nothing. I don't want to jump into Chinese stocks at the moment yet. MRNA, we are in this symmetric triangle, and it looks like it was, we had the line here because this was the previous high. And it looks like it was going to start breaking out, but then it came back and retreated. So I went ahead and readjusted the triangle to cover this as the potential as a potential pivot point, and not this one anymore. And we'll see if it comes down and tests this resistance level. At which point, this is not really D. This is just here to give us the trend line of where it might end. Point B might be, but point B could be somewhere here. And if it do come down here and test this level and comes breakout, we want to play the breakout. If it breaks below, then we want to break the breakdown. So we'll see what happens. NDTA, I was watching this. We did have a bullish inverse head and shoulder here that was forming on the daily chart, but it came up to test it and got rejected here. On the weekly chart, we are in this ABC pattern, and we do have the low here at 24.16. So we come back here and test it or make a higher low here somewhere. Start moving back up. This is actually something that I want to get into and see if we can move up. If we hold this, hold above this, move up here to target one of 47 to 53. So this one looks just about ready. Open. We were watching this, and then I was reviewing this over the weekend, and I found a cup and handle here that might be forming as well on the daily chart, and this might be a fresh breakout here. So it does have the 200 moving average, and I took profits on this one. Looks like it might be a little too early. Should probably waited for it to hit the 200 moving average, but when I got in, it did have this big breakout, came down, and started moving back up. So what I'm looking for here to see if we test this 200 moving average, come back down here, test new support of this cup and handle, and move back up here. In which case, I'll be looking into this again. PICB looks like this one. We have it marked down here as a bearish because it is breaking this ascending triangle support level. So this one, especially if it bounces up here and then it gets rejected and comes back down. It's a stronger breakdown to the downside, so this might be a good short. PLTR, we did come back and break and was trading above its breakout of this ascending triangle. Target still first resistance level still remains 30 to 50 to 31.4. Next support resistance level. So if we break out above this, our real target one is 35 to 37. So we'll see if we get up there. PRLV, we are retracing to 100. We're retracing to the 100% level after this rally up to 280, and so this one's coming down to test this retracement level. If we are able to hold here, this might be a very good place to get in. Especially if we hold here and we really limit and manage our stop loss. This could be a low risk entry and a high risk, high reward scenario. So we'll keep an eye on this one. QRHC, I am watching this for a head and shoulders. So if we break below the 550 support level, I'm looking to see to write it down here to at least the 200 moving average at about 450. So we'll see. That's 1/5. So even if it moved below $1, that's a lot for a $5 stop. So QS, I did have a position here that I've been adding to for a while, and my average was pretty low, down in the low 20s. We did have this pop on news up and above this downtrend line here, and I did sell here and kept going. I sold a little too early, but we are getting a bearish doji here. So what I'm hoping is that we get a little dip here down to the 50-minute average and around 22 or even 20. But I do want to get back in this one. There's a lot of good volume coming in, so chances are that this has a lot more room to go, especially if we stay above the 50-moving average, then really we can go all the way up to the next resistance level up there around 30 to 31. So I'll go ahead and mark that. So what I would like to see is have this come down to the 50-moving average. And then really get a nice bounce back up to the next resistance. So hopefully we get that. We'll see. But I am kind of excited about this one. So ROKU. Let's take a look here. It is making a bearish. Oh yes, I'm sorry. I don't know why I have this in the bearish, but this would be a bullish stock here. There we go. We do have a couple of sharp patterns here, and just testing the potential reversal zone of the first, the smaller chart pattern here. So we'll see if it starts reversing from here. If it does, this would be a good place to get into. We do have a bullish divergence here, looks like on the MACD, and the RSI is making high and low. So we'll see. SGBX, I'm trying to, I want to see if we come back and test this $3 support level and hold, and then come out and break out above this resistance, downtrend resistance line. So, but I've already played this when it was down here and rode this rally up. So I fell asleep and didn't get in again on this support on the comeback here, but I am looking to see if it comes back and test it again and actually stays above it. So this is SPFY breaking support. I would like might be a nice short if it comes back and bounces, test this new resistance level and comes back down, gets rejected again. So this might be a good short. Shop, we do have this in a uptrend channel, so it is testing support level here. So if it keeps holding the support level, it might be a good time to get in. Or if it breaks down here at the 200 moving average, would be a steal as well, around 1300. So especially we can start getting into some calls on that one. SKLZ, we've been playing this one, and I believe I just got into a fresh position on this one here on the second, on the rebound here, on the double bottom here. So, but this one's looking really good. It's been testing the support level from back here to August 2020, and it's been doing really well. We do have a bullish divergence on the MACD and the RSI. So SPSE, I am watching to see if we hold this. So this is a deep bearish crab, and if a potential bearish crab where point D would be all the way up here, so up here to about $92. So, but this in the smaller time frame, or if you're looking at it close, this is just an ABC pattern. ABC patterns exist in harmonic within other harmonic patterns, so this would be an ABC pattern within a deep crab pattern. But to keep it simple, let's just pretend this is just an ABC pattern. So we do have this might be a potential pivot point here where our low was 23. So we can keep holding this level and start moving up. This might be a good place to get into. We do have a bullish divergence on the MACD and a bullish divergence on the RSI as well. So we'll see if we keep holding here and see if we start reversing here before we take a position. TDOC, we got here. So it is coming down to test the 61 retracement level on the Fibonacci. On our Fibonacci tool, the 61 retracement level is often referred to as the golden level, because usually Most of the time, not all the time, but when it does tend to have to hold a support level after coming down from a rally. So we'll see if it keeps holding this level, and we start seeing signs of reversal. Right now, it's still kind of in this downtrend right here with support, so it's like a descending triangle. So we'll see if it breaks out of that. PMDM, me and MoneyCam, we saw a cup and we are seeing a cup and handle on the monthly chart. So we'll see if it holds true. It needs to finish above 123.74 for the month. So it's got this whole week to go. So if it moves above it, this might be a good place to get into. Volume is coming in hot. We do have a nice uptrend on the MACD and the RSI. So TRMD, we do have this on the daily chart on this nice uptrend channel. So I'm watching to see if we come back and test the around 86 to 86.50 level. Would be a good place to start getting into this one on this uptrend channel. PWLO, still testing this uptrend channel. We have a lot of patterns going on. But basically what we're concerned with right now is this uptrend channel in this smaller ascending triangle. So if we are still holding above it, and we still so this is a good place just to add to your position or to get into this, especially if we start bouncing back up here, keep holding this. See if we can ride it back up to 200 moving average at 360 or 371, which is our resistance level up here. But target would ultimately be around 4 or 5. TWOU did break below its this uptrend channel. So I am looking to see if as a short here, and it looks like on the weekly we do have a potential head and shoulders. So let's see if we can dry it out here. Sort of. We'll see. It could be. We don't know. But maybe. So this might be a head and shoulder here. So anyways, regardless, it is breaking below our support level. So I'm looking at this as a possible short. We'll see. We are trading below the 50 and 200 moving average, which is pretty bearish as well. Looks like symmetric triangle on TWST. I was watching to see if we broke out of here, but we came back and we're retreating. So now I'm eyeing the bottom of the triangle to see if it holds. So DZYT trading above its 200 moving average. This might be a potential cup and handle here if it breaks about 53.30. So we'll set an alert on that and see if we go back up and test that. Zillow, we have been bouncing off $89 support. 1, 2, 3. We're coming to test it again in this falling wedge, and if we break out, this might be a good entry. So watching to see if we break out of the falling wedge before we start taking a position in this one. ZM is testing 273 support. Did break a little bit below it, but you got to give this thing some wiggle room. If we do start going below it and not recovering, this might be actually a good short, and see if we can ride it back down here. But this is support. This is still technically support range. I mean, we do have this all coming all the way down to 73. Let's see here. About 275, 272. So we'll see if we keep holding this and we start bouncing from here. If not, then we might want to look at a short for this one. That's it for our watch list for the week. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Please like, subscribe, and if you have any feedback, feel free to comment on the comment below. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.